Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Snags a quick pass on the left. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
On third down, going up top. Good timing on the quick out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Looking for a gap. It's Harden. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Gets the back moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Renson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll ride his man on the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Maryland. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And they can't make the play on third down. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got it in the middle, it's Brinson. Wide open spaces. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Moves around to clear up the vision. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
the incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brinson. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the run, it's Harden. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. After making his 1st field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. And it slips just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the ground with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brinson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught near the sticks, it's Hudson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the move, it's Harden. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Missouri wants to go fast.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Run in the red zone. It's Hardy. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Missouri! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And the extra point was good. they're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Mustangs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like late in the game. Trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. That's caught. It's Knight. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
The Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a 1st down with 29 ticks left. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. And it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
He's taking the deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, SMU. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, There were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.